Okay. All right, let's go with this. Okay. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Hey, welcome in Average Home Theater. I am Nelson.
Hey, it's producer Nick.
And for those of you who don't know, we've just been talking for 20 minutes and I completely forgot to turn Nick's audio on. So we're having to start from scratch.
Listen, these things happen. These
These
things
things
happen.
happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Ah,
we got a test run. We know what worked. We know what didn't work, and now we get to it's refined. This
now we
version
get
will
to
be
do it
re,
all over again.
this
It's
version
so
will be
much fun. We're going to
refined.
do it twice.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about the Ninja Turtles um, trilogy on 4K, the Arrow video release box set.
That's right.
Nick, why don't you go ahead and show them?
We got the nice little set
Uh,
here.
there
Pretty.
was two choices. You could have gotten that one or like the cover art that was like the comic book, I think, like a comic
Oh,
book
really?
looking. Yeah, there was two different cover arts for the box set. And if you ordered from the Arrow Video website like I did for the
Ah,
pre-orders,
see, I
I
got
noticed
mine
that
from.
Amazon only had that one.
Yeah, I got mine from Amazon.
Yeah.
It is a really nice set though.
Yeah, it's
It's got
awesome.
the three movies in 4K, of course. You got little trading cards and stuff from each of the main characters, the four turtles, the Shredder, Casey Jones, April O'Neil. You get this nice little book. I don't know if everybody can see that. It's got a bunch of photos, production photos, and a bunch of stuff that I will probably never read. But I mean,
Yeah,
this is like a 58 page booklet that probably has some probably
that's a
has
lot
some
of
pretty
words.
interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of words. Probably has some really interesting stuff in it. And maybe one day I'll figure it out.
Some people
Um,
really, really like all those special features. I buy my box sets for like the way the packaging looks and just the movies. I'm not a
yeah,
huge like I all that stuff is cool. But that's not the reason why I buy these. Like the Hitcher
yeah,
box set, is the same way. It has all the nice booklet with the behind the scenes and all of that. So if you're really into that, you'll love it. But
yeah,
no matter what, if you grew up watching these movies, especially one and two, you have to have this. This is the
yeah,
definitive set. I mean, there's no doubt.
yeah. And the price point, I think you paid maybe a little bit more for yours. It
I
went on
paid more
sale
because I
after.
pre-ordered. Yeah,
Yeah, so you got
I
yours for
paid
about
70.
70. I got mine for
Mm-hmm.
about 50. For $50, if you, I don't know if it's still that price on Amazon or not, but for $50, it's a really nice set. You get three 4K movies and all the extras. Comes with this poster also. I'm not gonna fold it out, but one side is the original movie poster for the original movie, and then the other side is the painting that they
The
find in
Japanese painting.
feudal Japan in the third movie. So yeah, it is a really neat set. I don't have a lot of box sets like this, but it's definitely for your physical media people out there. It's definitely a nice set to have.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
there's no doubt. It's one of my favorite box sets because these are two out of three of them are like some of my favorite movies from when I was a kid,
which we'll get to a little bit later.
which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah,
but
physical media people, it's a great set.
diving into the first movie, um,
Yes.
I know you love to tell the story of it being. Well, you can go ahead and tell it.
Yeah, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out in 1990 in the theaters. This is, I don't know if it's the first movie that I ever saw at the theaters, but it's the first movie I ever remember seeing at the theaters. I remember going, we had a dollar cinema not far from where I live. My aunt took me to see it. It was me, my aunt, and my little brother. We went to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's core memory.
It
You're
blew your
right,
mind.
core memory, both in my movie history as well as just in my life. It's always something that I think about. Always something that I'll remember going to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with my aunt and my brother at the Dollar Cinema.
Yeah,
And I remember being just blown away by it. Like it's one of those things where I hadn't seen anything like that before. One of the things that I do really remember is for some reason I had it in my head where it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, but we're not going to see the actual Ninja Turtles until later in the movie. Maybe halfway through they'll make their reveal. Within the first few minutes of the movie, they're on the screen jumping out and the freeze frame and all that. And I remember just being blown away by that, not expecting it. So that's just one of those things. I remember
thinking, oh my God, they look real.
Yeah, right. It's one of those things I'll never forget.
I'm the same way. Like, if I saw movies before that in the theater, I don't know what it was because I don't really remember anything else before that. Maybe something like, was like The Lion King before that?
I don't remember. I'm not big on the animated Disney movies. I'm not sure when that came out.
I want to say we went see it. Either that. I don't know. It might just be Ninja Turtles, but for some reason I'm thinking I might have seen Lion King, but
yeah,
I mean, we were 10 years old. Your memories start getting, fewer and fewer before 10. So if I saw movies before that, and, we weren't in the financial position to go watch a lot of movies. You said you saw it at the Dollar Cinema. I saw it at the Northgate Cinema. My sister took me, but, so, going to the theater, especially at that age, was rare. I mean, that was not something we really did a lot. So it was huge, man. It was a big deal. And it blew up worldwide. I mean, the movie at the time was the most successful independent film ever. Like, it made the most money for like the budget, you know what I'm saying, that it had.
Right.
So
yeah,
it was pretty amazing.
It's one of those that we've continued to watch over the years. I've probably seen it about 7,000 times. Yeah. It's one of those it'll never get old. It'll always be enjoyable to watch.
The combat, man, is good. Yeah. I mean, like the martial arts and all of that. You got Ernie Reyes Jr., you got Ken Scott doing Raphael. Ernie Reyes was Donatello. And it just, as I'm watching, I'm like, man, these combat scenes, especially the first one, was just top notch, man, for the time. I mean, the way they were able to move in those suits, and
that's something that's always amazed me. The things, because if they're doing flips and kicks and spinning and all this other stuff, the way they were able to move in those suits was pretty impressive. And you've met a lot of those guys, right?
Yeah, I met Ernie Reyes. I met Ken Scott. I met Michelangelo was Robbie Wrist,
right?
And I met Francis Cho is the Shredder. Yeah, Francis Cho. I met he's Shredder in part 2, not part 1.
Okay.
The same guy voices Shredder in both of them, but the actors in the suit are 2 different guys.
Okay.
So I haven't met Shredder part 1. And my sister met the guy that does Leonardo. He does Leonardo's voice. It's that Asian guy from Police Academy. He's really nice. I went with Chelsea when she met him, but Leonardo I've always thought was like, so I didn't really
Raphael,
I didn't really care.
I guess we shouldn't continue the conversation without discussing which one was our favorite.
Raphael
was always my favorite. I thought he had the coolest weapon. He was kind of the outcast, the bad boy.
I have a pair of Ninja Size. Like, I bought like real Ninja Size. I have some.
So, fun fact, my son was in karate for a long time. He got into it from Cobra Kai. We watched Cobra Kai, and he's like, oh, okay. Immediately, we had to go join karate. But once he got to a certain level, they started to work with weapons, and he got some size. And he doesn't go anymore, but I kept the size. I know where they are.
Absolutely. That's for daddy now.
They're mine. They're mine now. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, he was always my favorite too. He was just like the
tough guy,
the tough guy. Yeah. So yeah, and then we both met Judith Hogue.
Yes, we met the lovely Judith Hogue. She's sweet as pie.
Very, very nice. I think it was maybe one of the first cons that I ever went to in Lafayette. She was there, and had a conversation with her, told her about how your movie is the first movie I can remember seeing at the movies, and it affected me. Still love it, still watch it. She was very nice, very kind. So, Yeah,
And
that
you
was a
were a
neat
single
experience.
man, so you're like, well, Judith, I mean,
If you have some free time, I can show you around town. But she didn't.
I can show you around Cajun country, see,
She
take you to
was
eat some good food.
I think she wanted to. She had a busy schedule. Is what it was. She was really busy. So if you're watching, still single, whatever. Leave a
Producer
comment.
Nick, baby.
Leave a comment.
So getting to the audio and the video,
Yeah,
the video, you and I spoke about it. It's the best the movie's ever looked,
definitely. Yeah,
but it's not the best looking 4K by any stretch. It has a
it's kind
very
of
soft look to it.
and it's
I
inconsistent. There's
Yeah, it's
places
very
where it looks better
inconsistent.
than
Yeah.
others.
The film grain is a lot more intact because it's 4K as compared to the Blu-ray, which the film grain is like so bad that it's distracting.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, like a lot of the light and stuff has like a glow, like almost like a haze look to it in certain areas. And it's always looked that way, and it probably always will. I'm sure the
The
original
source
camera negative
material.
is just the source material is just, it was probably cheaper film because it had a small budget.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about as good as it's gonna look. That
Which
being said, it looks
they made their
fine.
money back.
It looks the best as it ever will,
Yeah,
but I'm just glad they didn't James Cameron it. They didn't
yeah.
use AI or anything like that to try to make it look sharp.
As the dude would say, they could have effed it up,
They could have effed it
and
up, but they didn't. They
they
kept it
didn't.
streamlined.
They didn't. Yeah,
All you got to do is you scan it, you color grade it, and you slap it on a disc, and then you sell it. You want to sell it, and that's all I
yeah.
want. I just want it to look the best it can look. I don't want you to mess with it.
It looked like a better version of the movie we grew up watching.
Yeah.
A clear version. Yeah, I thought it was good too. I didn't. You notice a whole lot more of that stuff than I do, and you know about that stuff more than I do. But I did notice the kind of inconsistencies, some
Mhm.
scenes and subsettings
Yeah, some
versus
scenes it's like,
others.
wow, look how good it looks. And other scenes it's like,
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like you said, best it's ever looked, best it's probably going to look, and that's fine, fine,
The
totally fine
audio
with
is
me.
in Dolby Atmos and 5.1. The original Blu-ray only had 2.0. So this is the first time it gets any type of surround mix. The Dolby Atmos sound is fine.
Hmm.
It could have used some bass. It didn't have enough punch or kick. Um, but the surround effects were fine.
Yeah,
You were saying before we realized that your audio wasn't coming through.
before the
Uh,
snafu.
you were saying that you heard things that you never heard before because you can hear
Yeah,
things in the surround channels
yeah.
now and
Background
stuff like that. So
conversations and
it's a
things like
different
that. Yeah,
experience,
yeah,
watching the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, and that's another thing where you notice a lot more of that stuff than I do, but I did notice some things I had never, again, seen the movie dozens and dozens of times, things I'd never really heard before. So that was a neat. It was worth watching it again. It was like a new experience.
New experience, yep.
Yeah,
Well, let's move on to Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret
Ninja
of the
Turtles 2.
Ooze.
The one that
Now,
Corey Feldman is not in.
Corey Feldman's not in it, and because they ripped him off,
Hmm.
they gave him $1,500 for the first one, told him it was going to be, it's just going to be some little kids movie. He's probably so high on drugs. Okay, he took the $1,500, did it, and then the movie made millions and millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
come time for part 2, he was pissed off. He said no. But I don't mind this Donatello. I think he was fine.
Oh, it's fine. It's just different. And then jumping a little bit ahead, Corey Feldman comes back in the third one.
In the third one, yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a fun movie. They went more. It's more
They
geared
went
towards
more
kids, I think.
lighthearted because the first one
Lighthearted,
was
yeah,
so rough,
yeah,
with the quote unquote violence, and it is. It's got some good violence in it. We were talking earlier. You have Splinter being basically tortured, hung,
hmm,
or hanging from the fence for days and
yeah. Getting
not being
smacked around by the
fed,
shredder.
being the shredder smacking him. So, um, and then Shredder falling in the thing, and then Casey Jones going oops and crushing him, or thinking he crushed him. So in this one, they went a lot. They wanted to go a little bit more lighthearted, but it doesn't bother me because it's so funny. It's like it made me laugh out loud again. I hadn't watched it in so long.
It is a genuinely funny movie. And there's quotes from both movies that we still say all the time. We were talking about earlier, the shut it from the first movie when the foot soldier slaps April O'Neil to they're stupid from this one, Toka and Razor.
He goes, but they are stupid.
They're stupid. He says it again later. He's frustrated and he goes, stupid.
Yeah, he goes, stupid.
Yeah, it is a genuinely funnier movie.
Michelangelo doing that when he's quoting is it Casablanca, or he's quoting something when he's in the rain? That's why you're getting on that train. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. I don't know. That makes me laugh every time.
Yeah. It's a funnier movie. They went a little bit more kind of slapstick with it.
They don't really use their weapons very much. I mean, combat cold cuts.
Yeah. That's about the most you get to see of the katanas.
And I think Donatello probably uses his bow staff the most. But I guess because it's just a stick hitting people, they use it.
Yeah, there's certain of the 4 weapons. You got a sword, which could be used to cut people open, and I guess the stick would be the most tame one. The stick and the nunchucks, maybe.
It's just blunt force trauma.
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. No big deal.
But yeah, I like this one, man. It makes me laugh, and the voice acting and everything is still top notch.
Yeah.
It doesn't get bad until later.
One thing that I noticed too is the facial animations on the actual suits, which is something that we should touch on. The costumes and the makeup and the sets and everything of the first movie, especially.
You're talking 1990, dude.
1990 is before CGI got real big and popular, and they just don't do it like that anymore. And it's amazing what they were able to do with those suits. I mean, they're rubber suits, I'm guessing, pretty obviously.
Well, they said some parts of it are. They even had different suits. They had suits where they were just walking around acting, and then there were action suits.
Yeah, but the thing
I'm pretty sure the action suits were more like a how did they say it? More like a spongy type material. It wasn't rubber. Because they couldn't really move in the rubber ones, and they were heavier.
Yeah, that'd have been a lot heavier.
Yeah, so I forget what he said. But it's a spongy. So, but when they would fight and sweat, it would soak up in the suit and it'd get really heavy. Yeah. So, by the end of the day, they were like wringing them out and letting them dry. And
I'm sure there were days.
They smelled like.
I'm sure there were days where it was not very fun. But they did that all for you and me. For the viewing audience.
They did it for us. They did it for the people.
It's good old fashioned movie making.
But this one, because they went a little more lighthearted with it, it was a lot brighter. Mm-hmm. So the movie naturally looks better.
The movie looked a lot better, yeah.
It's very colorful. So the HDR in this one just makes the movie shine. So overall it looks way better than the first movie. But it's also a 4K transfer of the interpositive, not the original 35 millimeter negative. And an interpositive, as I understand it, is basically what they would give to the movie theaters.
Okay.
To run. Okay. So this is a 4K scan of one of those.
Okay. Which makes sense why it would make it look a little bit better.
Yes, but it also. A lot of people say it's better to do. Now, I don't know nothing about this. I'm just repeating what I've read and what I've heard people say. It is better to scan the original negatives.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's better. So, but I just think that the budget was so much higher because they made so much money on the first one. They probably just had better film and whatnot to preserve this movie. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But Part 2 and 3 are scans of the interpositives, not the original negatives. So take with that what you will. But part 2 looks really good. There are some scenes that, like, I did notice it's a little inconsistent as well, where it gets real grainy in like one camera angle in the same scene, but then the next camera angle, it looks fine. So, you know, how that happens, I don't know. But overall, this one looks much better than the first one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And when you're talking about visuals, one thing that I noticed that how I'm gonna say a negative. The when they were in the lab looking for the ooze and they had the big fight scene, I think they could have probably put a little bit more effort into that set. Just how plain it was and the gray walls. And I remember, like, it's something that so the second one I haven't seen nearly as much as the first one. But it's something that I never really paid attention to before, never really noticed before, but it stuck out this time, like how like they could have done a little bit more on that set. I was something that stuck in my head when I was watching it this time around.
Yeah.
But
I probably really watched it. I think I watched part 2. Like, my brother and I watched the crap out of this one. So we probably watched it just as much as the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember watching this one as much, but I remember every time I've seen it, I remember really enjoying it. The Toka and Razor, the two big mutants, that was something neat that you
know why they did that instead of Bebop and Rocksteady?
What was that?
It's because they didn't have the rights to, I think Bebop and Rocksteady are only in the cartoon. They only had the rights to stuff from the comic books. So it would have been too expensive to try to get the rights for Bebop and Rocksteady. So they just came up with Tokar and Razor. I think that's how it happened. It's something to that effect. Because I can remember as a kid wondering why it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady, you know?
Yeah.
But as I understand it, that's what it was, because they're only in the cartoon and the rights they had weren't for the cartoon.
Yeah. Well, look, it worked. Well, and, you know, when you have to spend all your budget on Vanilla Ice appearance.
Man,
they
Vanilla
spent
Ice
their money
awesome.
wisely. They spent their money wisely, I think. I mean, he made up an entire song about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on stage, on the spot in that movie, and the dance and everything.
The lyrics just came to him.
Yeah, it just happened. It was natural. Fantastic. Dude,
I was jamming in here when I was watching the other day.
I was into some Vanilla Ice when I was little. Yeah. Oh, that was my thing. That was yeah. I think my Cajun just came out a little bit when I say
it did a little bit. I like whenever Donatello called him an ugly excuse for a turtle. To which one is that? That's Razor, Tokar. I don't even remember which one's which.
I think Toka was the turtle and Razor was.
And Razor is the. I don't know. Hey, we got a 50-50 chance of being right.
Yeah, so. We might be right, but we might not be.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember if they even differentiate in the movie.
They do, because I used to know the difference.
Huh.
I don't
remember.
My old ass can't remember.
Yeah, sorry. Fact check us. Leave it in the comments.
So yeah, that's Ninja Turtles 2. The audio was pretty good. It's a 5.1 mix, but I found it robust. It had a lot to it. So that's kind of why I want to go back and put the first one in and listen to the other 2 tracks and see, what they sound like, being that the Atmos is kind of lacking in the bass department. I'm wondering if the one of the others sounds a little bit better. But part 2, I thought the soundtrack sounded fine. I mean, I enjoyed it.
And I didn't notice one way or the other. Like in the first one, I noticed things. In the second one, I didn't really notice one way or the other.
Not even whenever the DJ started scratching the records for.
Well, I mean,
for Vanilla Ice.
I turned it up for sure, because that's. I mean,
I like when the music started and he just started doing.
He just started feeling it.
Like he just, his neck started bobbing. He just. Yeah. It just immediately just grabbed him.
That's something everyone can relate to,
and the lyrics just came out, baby.
Yeah, it just happened. It was all natural. It's awesome. It's just good old fashioned movie making right there.
God, it's so good.
Yeah. If it's, I don't like that one as much as I like the original, because the original is the original, but it's a close second. It's
Oh
another
yeah,
one where
it's good.
you can
Now,
watch it
what
just about
can
anytime.
you explain this to me? Maybe you understand, and I don't know, maybe people watching understand, but I don't know where the part two, when does it begin? Because it seems like at the beginning, like it's been at least weeks or whatever since everything happened, but then the foot soldiers and Shredder show up as if like the battle just ended.
Yeah,
So, like, what's
it's
the
hard to
timeline? Is it
it's hard
right
to
after?
pinpoint. It's hard to pinpoint if it happens right after, or if some time has passed, because like you're right, some things make you think, okay, it's a little bit longer, and then some things make you think, well, they just left the fight scene from the end of the first movie. Yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
It does, in the grand scheme of things. It's a Ninja Turtles movie, so I don't think it
Yeah,
really matters.
it
But
doesn't matter.
as a grown adult watching it, I was like,
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, so what is it? Did the
Is that
battle just
something?
finish the night before? Because they sure looked like they were. I mean, they made the comments that April O'Neil's ordering pizza again. Remember, because
Hmm.
Kino was having to deliver pizza again, like it had been
Yeah.
happening.
Hmm.
But then the foot soldiers and everything looked like they were just getting home from running away from the police.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different scenes make you think different amounts of time have passed. You're right. That's
Anyway,
something. I wonder if that's something we could find out. I wonder if that's something we can look up and find out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to, but you know, if somebody knows,
You can look that up while I read the 58
right?
page booklet
When I
that
read
came
this
with
booklet with words.
it. So yeah, that's one and two, and then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part Three, which
Okay,
is it's a movie. It's a movie
it was
that
made
we saw. Yeah. So
that I watched for
before
the first time yesterday.
and before last night, I watched it last night, and before then, I can remember watching it all the way through maybe once. So it's kind of like I remembered some aspects of it, but it was almost like the first time I'd ever seen it.
So this
Um,
one came out in 1993, which was only 3 years after the first one, and I never saw this one.
right.
And I think the reason why I never saw it is because I heard people who watched it said it's terrible. I'm
Well,
guessing because
listen,
all I've ever remembered was how bad it is.
those people weren't wrong. It's not great. And look, I texted you last night as I was watching it. It starts out cool, like that opening shot of the samurai chasing the warrior with the sun in the background. Like, man, this is pretty awesome. And then
I
it
went
just
into it hoping
devolves from there.
that maybe it's not nearly as bad as people say. It's just because it was a letdown compared to the other two. People were getting older, and you know they were just it. But man,
It's not
it
good. It's
it
not
is
good.
not good. Like I was actually kind of shocked at how bad it is. Like it's
Everything from the
oof.
first of all, the turtles looked completely different.
Yeah,
They
they
were,
didn't have Jim Henson or any of that stuff. It was all
yeah,
completely different. But the
that's right.
Turtles are one thing. Splinter was god awful.
It was bad, and I noticed that. I noticed how different he was. So I got online as I was watching the movie, and Jim Henson died in '91, I think, or '92. So he worked on the first two movies, and then he didn't work on this one, and it's pretty painfully obvious
And
that
it's
he was
not
not
just
around.
that. Not
And it
having
wasn't.
Kevin
It's a different.
Clash.
Yeah,
Kevin Clash as the voice of Splinter, like that's what makes it come alive more than because if
yeah.
you'd have still had the voice with this, it probably would have been not that big a deal. But the
It'd been
voice
passable.
acting was so terrible
Yeah,
with this new animatronic that I was like, oh my God, this is bad.
yeah.
All of the voice acting
It was difficult.
was bad, but the quality of the sounds of the voice. So even the studio where they had to record their voice acting was bad because
Well,
it just didn't sound good.
I
It was the
remember.
same. It was the same. Almost say all the same voice actors except Raphael.
And I remember thinking at one point it seemed like everything was overdubbed. Even like when April O'Neil was speaking, it didn't
Yes, it
seem
was
to,
all
like,
ADR.
the
Yep.
emotion. It didn't seem to match up. And I texted you last night, like, is it me? Is the audio off? Like, what's going on? So that's what it was. It was just really poor quality.
Yeah, yeah. It was just they probably had such bad equipment on set for the regular actors that they had to go back in the studio and record
re-record
them.
everything. Yeah, it just didn't match. Not
Now,
not
one
that
thing
it
I will
didn't
say, I
not
was
that it didn't
shocked to
sync. It just
see.
didn't match with, like, the emotion wasn't the
Yeah, yeah,
same
yeah,
as what
yeah.
you were looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell when something's overdubbed. I mean, even if it's
Right.
the same actor doing it, you can tell that it's ADR. And sometimes if they just weren't into it like they were whenever they actually filmed the scene, it that's what you mean by it's off. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say, Stuart Wilson, is that his name? The
The
bad
guy that did
guy.
the British guy.
That dude, he's like the only one that took the role seriously, because that dude would
Yeah.
chew up a scene. Okay.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
And it's like that. I don't know. That guy's great. I mean, he's one of those villains that he's just awesome. I mean, you've never seen the Mask of Zorro, but I mean, he's the villain in Mask of Zorro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And No Escape, which is, I love that movie with Ray Liotta. He's the villain in that.
It just hit me like a ton of bricks that it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's the same guy from No Escape. I love No Escape.
Great movie. Great movie. But
And look, listen, I'm watching the movie last night the whole time thinking, where have I seen this guy? And I looked him up on IMDb. I saw Mask of Zorro. I guess I just didn't go far enough.
to
He
see
was
No
the
Escape,
villain
yeah.
in No Escape. I'll be damned. Okay, well, it all fits together now.
So yeah, he can chew
he
up a
was great.
scene, and
Yeah.
he brought it, for his little screen time that he had, but you could tell he took it seriously.
Yeah.
Elias Costias or whatever, Casey Jones returns,
Mm-hmm.
and even though his screen time was little, Casey Jones was like Casey Jones, and the guy he played in Japan, you could tell he took it seriously. He was actually trying.
It felt like kind of a bit part at time, because he plays the two different characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Japan, he's
Uh-huh.
whatever the guy's name is, and then he's Casey Jones.
Well,
But
and
when he's Casey Jones, he's just kind of there. It's weird.
and that's what I was getting at. When he's Casey Jones, it almost feels like they just brought him back to have some kind of, nostalgia value, whatever, from the original movie. But then,
Well, they didn't bring him back in part 2 because they wanted to tone down the violence, and they I guess they couldn't figure out a way to tone down Casey Jones, so they just didn't ask him to come back.
Yeah, because he did go around hitting people with sticks and baseball bats.
And cricket things, whatever those are called.
Yeah, you've got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
So yeah, it's not great. The whole premise of, I bought this time machine scepter at a flea market.
But apparently it's from the Ninja Turtles comic books. It's a story. Yeah, it's a story from the comic book. So they took it from Ninja Turtle lore. They just effed it up.
That makes it a little bit better.
But it was bad.
I had forgotten about the part where they lost the scepter, so they got a blacksmith just to make a new one. And I didn't remember that, so I'm thinking to myself the whole time, how can they possibly think that people are going to fall for, as ludicrous as it is to begin with, how can they possibly think that people are going to fall for this? They could just make another scepter that looks like the other one, and it's going to also be a time machine. But then that doesn't happen, and they find the real one.
Yeah.
It's what is it? Weight mass displacement, similar mass displacement. They have to weigh the same as the whole thing was just ridiculous.
But getting back to what we were talking,
a Ninja Turtles movie here,
right. I mean, it's got to make sense. Getting back to what we were talking about earlier, in 1 and 2, because the suits and everything were so good, the actors were able to really do martial arts really well and it make it look convincing. In this one, not so much. Like you could
No.
see they were struggling just to do some of their roundhouse kicks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's like the suits must have been really, really bad.
Yeah, and it seemed like there was, which is weird because it seems like there was more of it in this one. Like the whole opening scene was them doing ninja stuff. You know, when they're kind of introducing the characters.
Did you notice that Raphael? It looked like he was just doing.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even really doing anything real. He's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go out and do this.
He was flailing. Yeah.
I found it quite humorous.
Yeah, it was kind of rough.
My daughter came in the room, and it was like the last 10 minutes of the movie, and she's like, "What is this?" I said, "Sit down and watch. This is Ninja Turtles 3." And
this is
like
history.
Whenever Michelangelo was supposed to be sad that he couldn't stay, and you'll always be with me here. And even my daughter was like, she just looked at me. She's like, this is crap.
She had an eye rolling moment.
Yeah, it was just bad writing and just it's just bad.
She's a smart kid. Yeah, the writing was terrible. I tried to remember to make mental notes, but I'll be completely honest. About halfway through the movie, I started looking at my phone and doing other things.
Me too.
It was on.
But so I tried to pay attention to most of this because I had never seen it. So I really wanted to see, but it was a struggle, man. Like this one was like struggle bus big time.
Yeah. I like how they went back in time and they switched clothes with the samurai, the honor guard, and their clothes fit the turtles, and they were like their masks were shaped to their beaks.
Their big gigantic faces.
Things like that. I mean, look, they obviously made the movie for kids. Something else I noticed, the sound effects. They added like cartoon slapstick sound effects in a lot of places. Things like that. Like they made the movie for kids. Which, when you think about it that way, it served its purpose. I mean, it was...
Well, kind of, because I mean, kids were telling me how bad it was, so even kids noticed it wasn't good. Yeah, but that's why I never watched it.
Your daughter is...
No. I'm talking about when I was a kid. Like, when I was a kid, the reason I didn't watch it is because other kids were telling me how bad it was.
You had other kids telling you how crappy it was.
Yes. I had I can remember friends at school saying, oh, man, I saw Ninja Turtles 3. It sucks.
Okay, well...
I mean, I remember that.
There goes my theory.
Yeah, no, your theory is incorrect.
I'm trying to defend the indefensible, I guess. Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah, but as audio and video wise, it looks and sounds fine.
It looked. I thought it's the best looking one of the three.
Well, of course, it was the newest.
It's the newest. Yeah, I remember at the very beginning thinking that it looked really, really good.
But let's just think about this now. This movie came out the same year as Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Which is pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty good
So your effects gotta be, on the up and up now, and they just weren't. I mean, they weren't even as good as the 1990 effects. So
I mean, the scenes where they show every time they went back to feudal Japan, they showed that wide shot of the castle on the cliff. That was horrible looking.
So why did you understand the ancient Ninja Turtle painting thing? Like, what was that?
They were demons, like legendary demons that
just happened to look exactly like the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they didn't have the masks. They weren't exactly.
Are you sure?
I don't think they did.
I thought they had the headbands.
They might have had the headbands. Maybe they weren't colored. I remember noticing that, like,
they were all blue or something.
Colors. Yeah, they weren't exactly, but they had the different weapons. They did have the different weapons. I did notice that. I don't know. I mean, the demons were tormenting the Noriega. That wasn't his name, but the guy, the head of the clan. I don't know. The story
is stupid.
The story didn't really engage me.
Oh, that's so bad.
Maybe I need to watch it again. Maybe I should have paid more attention.
No,
No,
I
I
think you're
don't need to
fine.
watch it again.
You're fine just watching 1 and
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it was rough. The scene where spoiler alert, the scene where Stewart, what's the guy's name? I don't remember his name in the movie. When he falls
Who?
off the cliff at the end, the Stewart, his last name was Stewart, the British guy, the leader of
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
that was supplying the guns.
Oh,
I
I
don't
said
know.
his name earlier.
But when he falls off the cliff at the
Oh
end
yeah,
and just
and there's
kind
no
of
splash in the water.
no, he just disappears. He gets smaller and smaller and then just disappears. It
Yep.
was it was awesome.
Stuart Wilson.
Stuart Wilson.
Um,
Stuart Wilson.
yeah,
Um,
I was like, why was there no splash effect? I mean, you can't even do a splash
no,
effect.
he just disappeared. He just disintegrated. It was rough. It was
Yeah.
rough. It's something that I can honestly say I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
No, it's
There's
pretty
no
bad.
need to. Once you've seen it once or twice, there's no need to.
But having the box set, I'm glad. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I watched
Yeah.
it. It was an experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'll
And
watch 1 and 2 a lot.
and it gives us something to talk about to
Right.
give with the to give to the
I haven't
masses.
seen part 2 all the way through in so long because I think I have it on DVD somewhere, but I never put it on my Plex server, so it's somewhere where I can't get to it, and I've never watched. I mean, it's been years since I had
Yeah.
seen it. The
Yeah.
first one, I watched that one. I had actually um, acquired it from you, and so I would watch it on Plex
Hmm.
every now and again. But I always noticed, and I think I even told you at one time, I was like, man, they need to remaster this. Like, it needs a remaster so bad.
Hey, here we go.
And here we are.
In the collection, physical media forever.
So
Yeah.
myself and Dominic are going to. Now I know my video is mirrored, so
Oh,
we are
yeah.
going to review this bad boy.
That's awesome.
So if you would like to be a part of this, you can come watch it with me, and then we'll remote with Dominic.
Hey, give me the word, because look, I've only seen it one time, and it's been so long that I might as well have never seen it. I know the premise, I know the basics, I know who's in it. That's about it.
Well, I
And
think you're gonna have to make a trip to the Average Home Theater, and
yeah,
we're gonna fire this bad boy up.
absolutely, I'll put it on the calendar. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm excited because I mean, who doesn't love a good Steven Seagal movie? We're gonna have to keep track of how many necks he breaks.
Look, here's the thing. If you're gonna tell me, hey Nelson, watch this 1990s Steven Seagal movie with Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey,
Yeah,
I'm in, baby.
I'm there.
Once you
We're there.
say Gary Busey, I'm in. I'm just letting you know. Gary Busey is one of my favorites. So if Gary Busey's in the movie, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm in. Tell me when you need me to be there, and we'll make it happen.
All right, man. Well, I guess that'll about do it for this one, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Since we did it 1.5 times,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
One day,
It's fun.
after I've got almost 100 episodes. Eventually, I'll get it right.
Hey, it happens. It happens. It's authentic and real, and that's what we bring. We bring to the people.
That is what we bring. Authentic.
That's right. That's
If
right.
that's a word for not good, but that's what we bring.
Yeah.
We bring
No,
authentic.
man. It's flaws and all. Here we are.
Yep. All right. Well, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, guys. See you.